The US faces an impending economic crisis that could cause a global economic catastrophe. Negotiations to raise the debt ceiling will take place this week as the US government could reach the legal cap on national debt as early as next month. The Federal Treasury will be unable to borrow additional funds, which means it will exhaust the money it has to spend on everything from existing debt payments to government salaries and retirement payments to the elderly. Republicans want to extract policy concessions from Mr. Biden and the Democrats before raising the debt limit. The meeting between Joe Biden and the House and Senate leaders of both parties will take place on Tuesday in the White House. The US government could default as soon as 1 June if the limit is not raised by Congress before then. Biden and the Democrats are calling for a clean measure to raise the debt limit, which is not tied to any other legislative measures. They claim that Republicans only care about the national debt when Democrats control the White House. The risks for the US and global financial markets become more significant the closer the nation approaches the edge of the debt limit brink. The closer the US gets to the edge of the debt limit brink, the more skittish US and global financial markets may become. The last time this happened, the US saw its credit rating downgraded, and interest rates on its existing debt went up. Even if the nation avoids tumbling over the fiscal cliff, the US economy could suffer. Democrats view debt limit brinksmanship as extremist brinksmanship and want to put an end to the practice once and for all. They haven't threatened the default if Republicans refuse to raise the minimum wage, expand government-funded healthcare or raise taxes on the wealthy or party priorities. Republicans in the legislature only want to raise the debt limit if they can extract policy concessions from Mr. Biden and the Democrats. If the economy is wrecked in this standoff, Democrats have more to lose as the incumbents. The uncertainty of the situation is the stuff of many sleepless nights for the president and Democrats in Congress seeking re-election next year.
Today, Russian President Vladimir Putin delivered his annual Victory Day speech on the anniversary of the end of World War II. However, this year's parade was different from previous years. Putin has been blaming the West for trying to destroy Russia culturally and claiming that only Russia has truly fought against Nazism. However, the emphasis of this year's parade was to convince Russians of the need to push on and to be proud of their military members who are taking part in this war. The comparison to the Nazis is a simple comparison for Putin to make, as it is an easy crutch to lean on. Putin is under pressure, as the invasion of Ukraine has entered its 15th month, and a Ukrainian counterattack is believed to be coming very soon. Western nations have suggested that Moscow does not want to highlight the equipment losses of the war or the loss of troops in what has become an extremely bloody war of attrition in eastern Ukraine. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky celebrated Ukraine's own Victory Day on Monday and compared his nation's fight now to the fight against the Nazis. The Victory Day parade is an important event in Russia, but this year's parade was scaled back. The Kremlin has claimed this is due to security concerns, but Western nations suggest that it is due to the losses Russia has faced in the war with Ukraine. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to leave your comments below.
A family of 4 went to an outlet mall in Texas, looking for a fun day out. But what they got instead was a tragedy that has left them with just one surviving member. The family's story is just one of many from the more than 200 mass shootings in the US this year. The Cho family had come to the mall to enjoy a day of shopping, but what they encountered was a gunman who opened fire on innocent people. The family's friends, who set up a GoFundMe page, confirmed that 3 members of the Cho family, husband Cho Kyu-song, 37, wife Kang Shin-young, 35, and one of their children were among the 8 people shot dead in the attack. Their 6-year-old son William is the only surviving member of the family. The Houston office of the South Korean consulate confirmed the deaths of the Korean-American couple. This senseless violence has impacted more than just the Cho family. Sisters Daniela and Sofia Mendoza were both elementary school students who lost their lives in the shooting. Their mother, Ilda Mendoza, is in critical condition. The Wiley Independent School District, where the girls studied, sent a letter to parents expressing their grief and offering counseling services to students, staff, and families. The mass shooting at the Texas Outlet Mall has left families and communities grieving. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Cho and Mendoza families and all those affected by this senseless tragedy. As we continue to process yet another act of gun violence in America, we must ask ourselves what we can do to prevent such tragedies from happening again.